Hello, everyone. This is Cheryl Abram. Welcome to Person-Centered Cyber. Today, I want to share with you one of the articles for which I am a contributor. I already told you all that I work with a team at Salesforce to write their cybersecurity content for their Trailhead. For Trailhead, it's called Trailhead. So if you're not on Trailhead, it's free. And you can sign on to take these modules and you'll get badges, different kinds of badges or certificates. When you're done, it's really, really good training and learning. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a part of it, and there's other things other than cybersecurity too. Okay, there's a lot of different trails that you can follow. Different professions, marketing, things like that if you're interested. So, but I'm going to, of course, go over the cybersecurity stuff over here. So this is the most recent one that's come out, and I'm going to do several of them. But this digital and cyber inequity was a lot of fun to do. It's an area that I don't think we talk about enough. And I was very, very happy to work with the team to put this out. So just really quickly, I'm just going to review it. And again, sign into Trailhead, get your free account, and you can be reminded when these modules come out for the cybersecurity or any other trail that you may be interested in. So learn about digital and cyber inequity. So in this part, the concept is introduced with the story of Zena. Okay, she owns a small business. She's not very digitally savvy, okay? So, but she wants to do business online. So she goes online and she opens her store where she sells soaps, ends up getting hacked. The platform that she's placed her business on gets hacked, and it has some deleterious effects to her business. But so what does she do? She's not very digitally literate, which means she can't do a whole bunch when it comes to cybersecurity. Okay, if she doesn't understand the IT aspect of things, then it just follows that she wouldn't really understand or be savvy in the cybersecurity aspect of things. Okay, so then I go into the risk factors to find out, well, are you a victim of cyber inequity? Are you one of these businesses, one of these individuals, groups? And here's a description of the risk factors. And you can look at this to see if you may be at risk. And also, there's a very simple questionnaire here for questions or statements for you to answer yes or no to determine, well, maybe I am at a higher risk of digital and cyber inequity based on the way that you answer these questions. Okay, so how do we address cyber inequity? One way is with cybersecurity maturity. So we have a maturity model, DoD's cybersecurity maturity model, but it's not that kind of maturity model. This is something different. So let me show you what this maturity model looks like. And at the end of each of these units, you'll have a really quick quiz, that'll result into the badge that you get at the end. So developing a cybersecurity maturity plan. So here I go into, this is the model. Now this is a fabulous model. I had never seen this before until doing the research for this particular module, but it's the Center for Infrastructure Assurance and Security, CCSMM model. What does that stand for? That is what does that stand for? I have it down here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Community Cybersecurity Maturity Model. That's what it is, okay? Now, I love this model because at the end here, we walk with Zena through implementing this model in her business. So she starts at the initial level. There are 5 different levels. And you can see here the different things that she does with links to these online tools and tools and other things that she's using to get her business as secure as she can at her present level of knowledge and skill. Okay, so at the initial level, she doesn't have a whole bunch of knowledge and skill. All right, so she's doing some really simple things along with taking basic digital literacy training. Okay, and this is where she would go to get some of that training. Okay, and these are just examples of places. I'm sure there are other places where she could go to get that, but you'll see at each maturity level, there's different things, actions that Zena's taking, and we have the resources on the side here to show where she goes to do those various things. So read this this article, take this module, you know, take the quiz at the end, go ahead and get your badge. But it's really, really great information, really good stuff for risk management. You know, if you're working in risk management and other types of things, pen testing, because I talk about that in here about it's important to give the right kind of feedback to individuals, you know, depending on their level of understanding, right? So again, this is the strategies for addressing digital and cyber inequity module on Trailhead. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.